If you're feeling broken and tired and you don't have your core fundamental habits organized at 40, like how are you going to feel at 50 when you're in the thrust of menopause or when menopause gets really bad? Because here's the deal. Menopause never stays the same. Things come and they go. Some things stay, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, what the F is going on in my body? Christine Burke here. I am a midlife mom. I'm postmenopausal. I've lost 20 pounds in the process. I've fluctuated a lot around that 20 pounds, but I am overall 20 pounds down, and I'm into my last 10. I'm calling it #the last 10. And I'm just getting on here as much as possible to share with you all of the natural, non-HRT, non-pharma strategies and habits mostly that I am following through on every single day and that are responsible for that weight loss. Because I truly believe that menopause and midlife is an opportunity to step into our second act as the most powerful, self-confident version of yourself. And that all starts with you and how you feel inside, how you talk to yourself every single day, and what you actually do. Because we can talk a game, right? We can talk a big game or a small game. A lot of us are talking small to ourselves all the time, but what you actually action every day is going to make the difference, and it helps you achieve what I call forever fat loss. Because if you can master the core 4 method, it's what I teach. If you want to know what that is, say core below. But that's the key. That's the key, because you can't outsource everything about your hormones, right? The habits that you develop in yourself are the CEO of your midlife experience. And by the way, I'm creating a community. So a lot of you on here don't understand how to access my stuff. Okay, one way of doing that is texting the keyword that I drop in each of my videos. I put the graphic up here on this one, but you drop the keyword and you text that keyword to my number and you will get the information that you need. A lot of you aren't kind of picking that up yet. So what I'm going to do is create a free community, and I'm going to put all my stuff in that community. It's off of Facebook, because I know some of you are like, I'm not on Facebook. And that will be the link in my bio. So I hope that's clear. So what are 3 things that I did to make different moves at 50? I pulled into my own lane and I made different moves, and I feel pretty freaking good. And here's 3 things that I did. Now, these are a little bit different things because I do talk about protein. I talk about the core 4 habits. These things have more to do, I suppose, with your mindset, and that's where it all starts. So the first thing I did is I created a brand new flipping playlist, okay? And sure, you can build a playlist for yourself, like an actual musical playlist. That's really important because music fills the soul. Music has an emotional connection for you. Maybe it's from the time that you felt really awesome in your life. I personally love to listen to 80s music. I put together a song list for my 14-day reset people. If you want that, just comment song list or whatever. It's just on Spotify. So music is really awesome, but you also need to create a new playlist that you run through every single day, starting with the minute your legs hit the floor, right? You start with intention, you start with journaling, you start with deciding what you're going to do today that's a priority to you. Like, what are you going to value most greatly? And what are you going to shift? What are you going to stop doing? What are you going to start doing? Okay, this is the playlist that we have running in our head from the moment we get up in the morning. So create a new playlist for yourself. That's number 1. Number 2 is also a list, and it's you and your hell no list, right? So just think about back in your 20s and 30s where maybe you were 20, 30, maybe even 40 pounds lighter, you felt different, you were more confident, maybe you didn't have kids, whatever, right? And you had a hell no list that probably looks a little bit different to what your hell nah list needs to look like now. in midlife. Maybe you're a mom, you know, you're in menopause, you've got all this stuff going on. So what's on your hell no list? Because one of the most incredible things that we have when we turn into midlife, and you know, we're approaching that time where maybe our kids are growing up and empty nesting and all the kind of things, is we have the opportunity to now decide what we actually want to flipping do and what we don't want to flipping do. Like, if you don't want to do something, say no and decide that that is on your hell no list, right? Like, for example, our family, my husband and I, we have 2 boys and a girl. My boys are very alpha male, like a very alpha male. We're very competitive, and I think that's actually in the long run really served them well. And they all went running at our in-laws' lake the other day. And they're like, Mom, are you running? Aren't you going to run, Mom? Oh, don't you want to run? And I was like, hell no, I'm not running. I used to run. I used to do triathlons, half Ironmans, all the things. But I'm not doing that anymore because it doesn't make me feel good. It's not good for my cortisol, and I don't need to, and I don't want to. And I felt so good about just going, hell no, I'm not running. I'm going to go lie on the dock in the sun in my bathing suit and feel good about myself and jump in the water and float around and just chill the F out. Okay, and number 3 also is a list, okay, is your VIP list. So make a new VIP list. And this is something that about friendships that I put in my book. I am writing a book, and I want you all to have it. Stay tuned. Just say VIP in the comments, and I'll get you on the list so that you're first to know about all the things. But a VIP list is interesting because as we grow older, I'm not sure if you realize this as well, but your circles sometimes gets smaller, right? Mine certainly has. I no longer feel like I need to be friends with everyone. I no longer feel like I need to feed relationships that don't serve me anymore. I really understand this phrase, like, you know, you have friends and relationships for a reason, for a season, or forever. And you know who those people are. But a lot of times you're in friendships or relationships, or maybe you're in friend groups or whatever, and you're like, all they do is gossip. And that's not really my jam anymore. Like, this isn't doing anything for me, okay? And I get it. Like, relationships are a two-way street, but you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And again, I keep going back to this, okay? Midlife is a freaking opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to level up and do the things that we've been waiting to do, right? Because we've been busy mothering and taking care of and all the things, right? So create a new VIP list for yourself and actually map that out. Like, who do you want on your VIP list? Like, what's this woman like? You know, what does she do? Does she lift you up? Like, how can you contribute to her? And there might be a lot of people who don't fit that VIP list criteria anymore, and there is nothing wrong with that. So those are the 3 lists that I made so that I could shift in my own lane and start crushing it at 50. Remember to say VIP to get on my book release list. If you want information on my courses, just say Core 4 or Protein if you want the new protein bundle. And don't forget to save this so you can refer back to it later. You want to follow me for more tips. And if you want into the new free community, say group, and I'll get you in there.